with it, or really anyone to just jump in alongside the Slaughter and take advantage of that corrosive haze, then getting kills into chipping down the towers afterwards will be a lot easier. Slaughter usually is more okay with just being super aggressive in that fashion. Skylark tried his best in the Nyx Assassin, wasn't quite good enough. Very hard to get kills once sentries go up from Team Secret, and because Puppey had such a great start, on that Earth Spirit, like there were sentries freaking everywhere. You can't really do much as a Nyx Assassin with Vendetta. You really need to get the pickoffs, but you can't because the enemies are going to see you coming every single time. Secret, though, see the Slaughter, they get Shadow Demon, they have access to Luna right now.
Uh-oh. Do they do it? Puppey's thinking about it. But hasn't really decided if he wants that Luna. Does he want to sell his soul for a win?
Hey man, a win is going to put them in a really great position standing wise. I think a win and then well, it's still not solidified just yet, so I don't know if we're gonna get into all that, but it probably is just one of the strongest ways that they can afford to run this. Lone Druid is banned out, Ember Spirit's banned out, a couple of the secret go-to heroes that they've been picking up in some of these recent games. This is another go-to hero in the Enigma.
Puppey has a soul.
Trying to bait a ban.
Puppey is not gonna meta abuse here, not gonna pick up the Luna, or maybe this is one of those times where you ignore the Luna on purpose to keep your opponent thinking and then showing them that you can beat the Luna. Do you want to pick the Luna? We'll leave it open for you.
5 seconds remaining.
If you don't pick it, we might grab it later, but
okay, by picking up the Enigma, Team Secret essentially force Finem to ban it out. You really don't want to be facing up against Enigma and a Luna. That's just way too much pushing power so early on. Very difficult to deal with at that stage. And then, of course, later on you have to deal with black holes and Luna illusions and whatnot. So that is a very dangerous combo. If Finem want to grab it themselves, then the Luna is just going to be cloned by the Shadow Demon, and then things get really awkward from there because you're fighting up against your own illusions, and it's just a whole big mess. So Team Secret stay in their comfort zone, for one thing, with this Shadow Demon Enigma pick, but also put Finem into a really awkward spot banning-wise. On the Finem squad, though, Darkseer, Slardar, this is like just a textbook opening.
Yeah. A Weaver ban now, actually, of all things. A Weaver ban going to be coming out, fearing the support Weaver, maybe? A support Weaver that could maybe roam into the jungle, mess around with Enigma. Is that what they're afraid of?
I believe MNT is the... Oh, well, maybe not MNT with the Slardar. Maybe it will be an MNT Weaver if Slardar picked up by someone like Skylark or something like that, but the threat is that there's just going to be so much minus armor in this scenario. Finem can still go for that Shadow Fiend, who's usually a pretty standard-ish follow-up to someone like a Slardar, and then just pile on even more physical damage. But yeah, just when you have a Shadow Demon and Enigma, you do have some answers to the Weaver, but they're very, very expensive and hard to land, i.e. Black Hole. Your Disruption is not great at killing off the Weaver. It's only part of the solution. So I do understand these bans from Team Secret. Makes a lot of sense given their heroes.
And Team Secret actually worked. The bait actually worked. So Puppey got Finem to ban out that Luna and waste the ban. So now mid one gets his Shadow Fiend. Okay. Something new-ish. It's really good. The Shroud now making Necrophos very hard to gank, especially when I think you mentioned the last time, early game ganks, a lot of it is right click doing the damage. You know, you stack the stuns and then you have that right click damage finishing him off, but that Shroud makes it extra hard to pick him off and gives him bonus healing during. So definitely a hero that is a lot better now compared to last time. Finem pick up Chen, trying to show Puppey some of his own medicine.
Okay, we've seen this before from both of these teams, actually. We've seen Finem run the Necrophos. It should be Madara to handle that hero. Just get a little bit of extra farm up and try to tank up as best you can and try to just tempo the opponents out. This is a very aggressive draft from Finem. They want to be ending the game, or at least getting into a decisive lead 20, 25 minutes in, once they pick up a couple of Chen creeps. Letting the game drag on up against a Shadow Fiend with Vengeful Spirit and Shadow Demon backup, incredibly risky. I would expect Secret to give Puppey the Vengeful Spirit, and I would expect the Vengeful Spirit to abuse the Radiant jungle because he's already
Yeah.
done it before, and it doesn't seem like he has much to worry about in this game.
Yeah, it's gonna be a Keizu Enigma again. So no Papan Enigma. Vengeful Spirit, Shadow Demon. They got some auras between between Shadow Fiend and Venge as well, so might get a small kind of push going as well. Both sides have that ability. Wow, a Doom Band, look at that! Look at that! Someone knows this hero exists. Does that signal an anti-mage? No, a Wind Ranger. Okay, yeah, so this is at Finem, right? They did this the last time as well.
Yeah.
They did this exact thing. Almost exact thing. They had the Wind Ranger being aggressive, a good nuke, a good wave clear, shackle shot. Very strong with all that summons that Enigma will be running around with, the illusions that Shadow Demon will have. So ultimately really strong. If she gets that Aghanim Scepter, even better for base destruction. I like it. I think if you're comfortable with the hero, just go for it. No need to care about
And it's
whether
a
it's
mid lane
meta or
hero
not.
that's not Shadow Fiend, but also deals a lot of damage to enemy structures, which is really what Adfinem need. Like, they have the sustain coming out from the Chen Necrophos, so they'll have a mech carrier guaranteed in this game.
Ooh.
But then they actually need to destroy the structures because Necrophos does not do that well at all. So, yeah, we've seen Adfinem do this before, and it worked pretty decently. But Secret now with the Juggernaut last pick, their early game fighting and late game scaling is both really, really powerful. So Adfinem are going to have to do a lot of work with this Chen, get a lot of work done with this Darkseer Slardar combo if they want to push into Team Secret early, because Juggernaut and Shadow Fiend are, they're carries, I guess you could call them, but they're also monsters in the early game.
Yeah, and the Enigma, just did a quick check, has a 69% win rate in Star Series, so a very solid pick here for Secret. Stats wise, looking good. I'll wait for the players to pick up their heroes, and we're gonna hop into the game. The last match for tonight at Finem versus Team Secret. You're watching Star Series Season 3, brought to you by Star Ladder and iLeague. And here we go. Hop into the game. Score is 1-0 in favor of Secret if you missed the previous match. Alright, let's run through the teams before we can go. Oh, what? Yeah.
I'm just gonna say I'm gonna favor Secret pretty hard here. Like, there's a lot of combos that Adfinem have to get kills, but there's a Shadow Demon, so like Reaper Scythe, nice Reaper Scythe, you just get disrupted.
Poor Pylai Dai. Dota, professional Dota is just him playing Ogre and Shadow Demon.
Hey, he played Jakiro once. We saw that.
Oh yeah, the split farming Jakiro. Alright, let's run through the team.
Yeah.
Secret gonna be on that Radiant side. Pylai Dai and the Shadow Demon. Keizu, the Enigma. We have mid one on that Shadow Fiend. Very comfortable on that hero. Puppy, the Vengeful Spirit. MP gonna play that safe lane Juggernaut. At Finem.
30 seconds to battle.
Adfinem side, Skylark, pretty comfortable on that Darkseer. Thug is the Wind Ranger MNT. Boots first, Slardar probably joining that Darkseer in that off lane. Spartan's Chen is going to be taking the field. We got Madara, his Necrophos up towards the top lane. Adfinem need to do a lot of work in this early phase. If they get into a game state where they just sit back and let Secret farm up for their items, get Shadow Fiend, Juggernaut, a handful of really any items in this game. It doesn't even matter what they want to go for, but Dragon Lance and whatnot from the Shadow Fiend, maybe even a Shadow Blade, not too bad up against Adfinem. They're going to be asking for a lot of trouble. We can already see Puppy starting the setup for this, I guess we can call it Radiant Tier 2 pull. You bring creeps into this tower, and he did this before, and it actually jungles pretty quickly with Avenge.
Yeah, but I think maybe next time might want to crash this party. Yeah, sees Puppy is like, no. Blocks up some of his creeps as well, I think. This camp blocked. And if he blocks it again at the next minute, Puppy will not have access to creeps until the 3rd minute. Oh, Pylai Dai, what's up? Whoa, trying to snipe a courier. Punished.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't miss first blood.
I would not expect that from a Shadow Demon, that's for sure. But hey, Thug kind of gets some free service there. Getting Wild Wing Ripper help as well. This is the type of play that is going to cost Secret a lot. Like, they don't have to be going for those dive towers into courier type plays because, as long as they play slow and steady in the early phase, they should be fine. But giving that acceleration to Thug, it's going to be very costly.
Yeah. Skylark, gonna ignore Puppy's presence because he knows that he has no stun. So yeah,
Thug's
Puppy's
fighting.
Actually, yeah, Thug doesn't care.
Thug's just dead.
Oh,
Why?
you're talking about Thug. I was talking about Skylark. My bad. But yeah, he was fighting a Puppy. But yeah, another tower dive for tower dive. Tried to trade it out at mid one. Gonna save a trip to the fountain by popping a base shrine. That's pretty cool.
I'm
Yeah,
not
what happened there?
really sure why Thug just like went behind the tower because he had tornado backup, started trade hits with the Shadow Fiend, and then just decided not to pull out. He just stood there and started trading hits, which is not really what you want to be doing 2v1.
Well, got to repay the favor that Pylai did. So,
Man, look at
Madara's
MNT
getting
mess
a
with
free
Puppy's
lane
bow.
now. Yeah, I think they've seen this jungle Vengeful Spirit and they want to punish it. And Vengeful Spirit without stun, not the best hero to contest a slaughter like this. And now he gets an invisibility rune. Going to be able to sneak up on someone. Chen comes in with the chicken, but I don't think that's going to lead up to a kill.
At this point, Vengeful Spirit, even with the Slaughter messing with her, has Magic Missile. She really doesn't need that much else. They're looking at MP now on bottom with this Invis rune. He has no mana for a spin. Needs a little bit more, so there's a possible kill here, maybe. Oh, they're gonna go for Puppy instead.
Yeah, they're gonna crush him. Hit him with once, but Pylai comes in. There's a save from Pylai Dai, the resident Shadow Demon player. Puppy now throws out that missile. Gonna stun up Darkseer. Will it be a kill? The Fairy Fire keeps him alive though. Meanwhile, Spartan dies to the Chen because of that chicken. With the Penitence as well, slow him down. But the creeps actually pick off maybe next time. So it's a 1-for-1, but they lose Juggernaut, which is, I think, a bigger deal.
Juggernaut had to like break his way through that Wild Wing first, and Chen was right-clicking him the entire time. That was actually really awkward from Finem because they started that fight with no mana on Skylark, so usually when you land a crush like that as Slardar, you pretty much instantly get the kill because of how much damage Ion Shell does, but he didn't have the Ion Shell on him while the crush stun was actually happening, so he was just sitting there awkwardly hitting, and really aggressive dive from Finem is gonna cost them a little bit, but at least they get that Juggernaut kill. MNT in prison, but there's no mana here on Pylai dies, so I'm pretty fine.
Nope, no body block. Sprint means infinite pathing, but Pylai die. Still tried for it anyway, put himself too close to the slaughter as a result, and got himself destroyed. Forgot about that little mechanic of sprint.
And also, having a Chen in the right place at the right time. Spartan's not done yet. He's going to smoke up immediately afterwards. A lot of Shockwave still left in this stage here, and looking at mid one right now, Thug does have a Shackle. Does have enough mana to execute as well, but
Yeah, here
not
we
really
come.
sure.
The Penitence is slow. The Sonic Boom goes through. The Shackle Shot just over a little bit. No, misses the Power Shot. Shaves off the Shadow Fiend's right armpit, but not gonna kill him off with that. But the Test of Faith, level 1, more than enough to strike him down. Finem playing aggressive Dota. You asked for this, Mike, and they are delivering this heavy aggression. Okay, Thug, careful.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, heavy
Spartan.
aggression.
Spartan's not even going to grab a Centaur. He's going to grab a Mud Golem instead to try to camp out this area. He knows that Vengeful Spirit's been in this area for a long time, so she's someone that Spartan can mess with. Keep killing off mid one and get Thug accelerated. That's what they need to do at Finem. This type of aggressive playstyle, it is pretty much what they have to be doing in order to win this game. They have to make sure not to go too far, although mid one is very far up.
Oh, here comes the Mud Golem again. Mid one destroyed there by Spartan. This Chen is on a dominating spree already. He's just going for the burst damage instead of the chain disables. Shockwave and the Mud Golem.
Hey, you're fighting into a Shadow Fiend. Like, this is not a tanky hero. He even has the infused raindrop to absorb a little bit of that shockwave damage, but still not quite good enough. Top lane now, Keizu.
Oh, Black Hole. Is it enough? Nope. Gets himself Scythe. And Madara's gonna 1v2 here. Pylai Die drops. What's happening to Secret? What? I can't believe
Using your first Black Hole
Yeah.
for no kill and then dying immediately after to a Scythe, and then, I mean, at that point, Shadow Demon is just dead because You can't get the kill because of that insane regeneration after you get the kill. As Necrophos, he's going to give a lot over to Madara, who's going to have a Force Staff pretty quickly. And I asked for this from Finem if they're going to have a chance at winning this game, and they're winning across all 3 lanes, I believe.
Yeah, they're putting a lot of aggression onto Secret. And, well, Puppy's jungle not working out for him. Then finally hits level 4. The last time he hit level 4 a lot sooner. Slaughter.
He was level 4.
Oh, gotta go for a crush. Is there aggression coming in? There is a Chen though. This is Pylai taking a lot of damage. The dominating spree is gonna end. Wow, that power shot snipes Pylai right between the eyes there. Very nicely done. And they do get the sentry ward, but SF snipes the observer. So they get a dominating spree. Pylai going down to Spartan going down to MP. So the hard carry getting that farm there. Very good for him.
Mid one though, he might feel pretty good about his odds here because he knows that the Chen is down. Oh, they saw MNT, so yeah, he's gonna be just fine. Can he kill off the Slaughter? I think he can with just 1 raise.
Ooh, gonna scoot
raise.
away.
Not quite.
Yeah. Windlace, boots, sprint. Yeah, it's gonna run away. A lot of work being done by a level 3 Slaughter.
I mean, you have a lot of backup. Spartan with a level 5 Chen. You add a creep army to a Slardar, and it almost seems like he's much higher level than just level 3. And they're going to smoke up once again. They have another Scythe, and they have a target. Pylai die.
Yeah, he does banish, but there's the stone shot. The power shot is going to go far, but there's the Rita Scythe, so Pylai is going to spend 25 seconds on the sidelines. Poor guy. He does tank the gank for the Shadow Fiend though, so that is nice at least.
Radiant structures are
Yeah, I guess, but still this tower is going to take a lot of damage. Without Focus Fire, you didn't really need it. I think they could probably just take this kill with the Chen creeps, bolstering their own creep wave. The only concern I would have right now as Finem is the MP is still packing that Omni Slash. He has had a pretty good time so far up against Skylark. Like, a lot of the kills have not been going directly towards the Juggernaut ever since he died to that Chen the first time. So he's pretty happy, but Finem are pretty much exactly where they want to be. Like, they are very stacked on this Necrophos. 4 staff already. Wind Ranger is crushing the Shadow Fiend net worth-wise. Finem can just keep on rolling with this advantage. It'll get a lot easier once we have this mechanism come out on the Darks here.
He's building the same thing. Madara going for the 4 staff and then most likely into the Aghanim Scepter, really valuing that early cooldown reduction, and also denying that tower on the top lane, denying Secret even more funds to their war effort.
I mean, Ags on Necrophos is just a good item, but in this game specifically, when you know that your team isn't really going to have that much game in the late game or even the mid-late game to the super late game, you know you want to just get in as fast as you can, kill as many heroes as you can, and just win ASAP. There's no time for sitting around and farming. So a low cooldown Reaper Scythe means that you can keep up that pressure and make sure that Secret are not farming because you're constantly killing them. Very smart move here from Madara. If he goes for something like a Veil, it'll help him right now, yes, but it won't give him that amount of consistency that you get from an Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah. Oh, they're going in again. Looking for the hit. But MP gonna be sitting around. Black Hole is off cooldown already. Vengeful Spirit.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
There's Scythe to cancel Black Hole, Shackle Shot, only level 1 Vacuum. I'm not going to count Slardar's Crush until he has a Blink Dagger, and he's not there yet. So, yeah, if a Black Hole lands with an Omni Slash, with a spin, there is definitely a chance here for Secret to pull back a fight, especially with Spartan having no creeps. Oh, there's a lot of creeps, actually. There's nowhere nearby. So, yeah, they have a chance here, but it's so risky because if that Black Hole flubs or if it only hits onto one hero, then you just get run down by everyone in Finem.
Yeah, now it's better to have that as a deterrence. And hopefully it buys
I don't
you
think
some
Finem
time.
are scared.
Yeah, they showed they were not scared from the get-go. They got 2 Hellbear Smashes as well for the attack speed bonus. Mud Golem gets converted by Enigma there. So that's gonna spawn 2 little baby shot golems though.
Dire's middle tower is under
Towers dropping
Nice.
very, very quickly.
Lift it
MNT is
up.
getting some farm in the meantime as well. It's
Oh.
very important for Finem, talking about consistency, to get towards that Blink Dagger as well. Nice deny.
Goal shot. Yeah. Just gonna slow Puppy for a bit. The Hell Bear. Gonna maybe walk in. But nope. Finem is gonna close out the map for Secret. Don't give them time to farm. High aggression gaming. That's why Finem are fun to watch. You know, a lot of fans have started coming over to the Greek side. Aggressive playstyles are fun to watch. Here is a Secret gank. Don't look for Thug. They do have the raise though. They shackle up the Shadow Fiend, but not enough damage. So a disruption into a Requiem combo there. They take out the Windrunner. A nice little kill for the Shadow Fiend to get. Now, do they get out of this mess is the problem. Pylai Dai has the TP. Yep. Goes Shroud there. Looking for Pylai Dai. Doesn't find him. So they both get out clean. So a nice assassination there.
10 seconds left for the Wind Ranger to pop back up. She needs to be alive to keep farming for that Aghanim Scepter. Again, it's all about consistency for Finem. They have to be able to just constantly lay it in to the Secret base with very little downtime. Every single time there is downtime where Finem are not pushing in, that means that Juggernaut's getting farmed, that means that Shadow Fiend's getting farmed, that means you're letting Enigma cool down his black hole, which so far has not really been stellar for the Secret side, but that will eventually be coming up as a problem as well. So Finem just going to go into that Roche pit. Tier 2's still available on mid. Tier 1 actually on top lane. Still pretty easy pickings for the Finem squad.
Yeah. With amplified damage, this shouldn't be a contest at all. Secret already used their Requiem, so even with that haste rune on the Shadow Fiend, probably not gonna amount to anything. The tier 1 bottom is in trouble, but Enigma gonna try and run away. He will port away. Vacuum only level 2 though. I think Skylark needs a couple more levels once that vacuum with a bigger AoE.
And that is kind of the cost of this type of playstyle. You typically tend to fall behind, at least slightly, in the leveling department. Right now he is I mean, pretty much where he wants to be still, but as they group up more and more, you would expect Secret to pull ahead in the levels and Finem to pull ahead in the gold.
Pylai Dai, walk away, Pylai Dai.
A lot of
the shot. Oh, they're gonna search for the creep. Maybe they look for a target here. Yeah, maybe look for MP. A stun here wouldn't be too bad either. I think they're gonna hold that stun for a Blade Fury TP, but I think they'll settle for Puppy then. Yeah, Puppy, sacrificial lamb, as they call it. Gonna get scythed down, and more money for that Necrophos. A death is still a death.
I mean, they were probably going to be happy taking down anyone at that stage. Vengeful Spirit, though, only level 6, I believe. Yeah, is going to be back up very quickly, even after that increased spawn time from the site. So it's not really going to be the best pick off there for Finem, but still they have control of the map, right? They're dictating where everything is happening, and Secret are just narrowly escaping from these situations. Like they escaped that situation without a disaster occurring, but now they have to fight over mid lane. So Enigma would really like to have like a Blink Dagger here to actually have a chance of landing a black hole, but obviously that's way too expensive for this stage in the game. He's going to lose yet another structure.
Yeah, they're really losing space to make mistakes now. 1 or 2 more bad mistakes and it's high ground. Top lane still looking pretty clean in terms of towers, so Finem look to change that.
Killing off those 2 towers will give MNT his Blink Dagger if he doesn't even get it right now. MP is still split pushing. Like, this is what you have to do as Juggernaut. You gotta try to be a little bit cheesy, do a lot to push out those waves and keep Finem away from your own base, really by any means necessary. But the scary items for Finem aren't even up yet. Like, still Blink Dagger's not up on MNT. He's gonna get that soon. Skylark's going for one of his own. Still double Ags not available to Finem yet. Like, it's not even really starting seriously, this Finem gameplay.
Yeah, it's... Well, once it happens, it's gonna hit them like a truck. The Necrophos ulti available every couple of seconds. The Wind Ranger having her focus fire, shredding buildings. She now hits level 12 as well, so she hits level 2.
Oh, they found Slaughter though. Ganked him on bottom lane, but he does pick up his Blink Dagger right before he dies. So yeah, he's dead, but mission accomplished for this Slaughter. That's a perfectly acceptable death.
They use the demonic purge as well, and Madara get a tier 1 as a trade. Can't complain. Thug's Aghanim is complete, so it's gonna be very troubling very soon. Secret making a very bold push here. Chen TPing in right away. Puppy probably gonna get killed again. Brings in the whole group, and Puppy penitents up, and Thug got him. There's the vacuum. Don't even need any of the ultimates to lock him down. Tested his faith, and MP now might be in trouble himself. Thug. MP decides to run north, and he will be safe. Madara, 300 gold away.
The only thing Finem need right now is just one more creep wave for Skylark. This double Ion Shell should give him his Blink Dagger. There it is. He's got that. Madara should have his Blade of Alacrity for an Aghanim Scepter very shortly. And then we're at a point where Finem, they have to push, and they have to find a lot of success off of those pushes, because they have all of these huge items right now compared to what Secret have. If for whatever reason Secret are able to stall this one out, if Finem refuse to push or are unable to get into tier 3s and Raxes, then Secret actually have a pretty good shot at this game, but that is a very tall order.
Enigma already has a blink though, so yeah, like you said, that time of Finem's greatness is starting to wind down. Whoa, okay, so we're gonna get walked right into. That's unfortunate. And yeah, gonna go down here. Enigma losing his life to the Slaughter. Just very efficient scouting for MNT, knowing where all the heroes will be hiding. And this goes to show the knowledge of each other's playstyles.
And having the Ion Shell on him is incredibly important there. Otherwise, Enigma just blinks out and at least has a chance of living. They may have scouted that Blink Dagger. I'm sure someone on Finem was clicking inventories there, so they should be prepared for a Black Hole and Enigma. That means Thug and Madara's they've just got to be separated from one another so they both don't get caught.
Even Vacuum.
They can save each other.
Even Vacuum can tag him. Oh, they're going to crush up the Juggernaut. He's taking a lot of damage. The Chainstun with the Vacuum, and now Puppy is gonna get caught out. There is gonna be a purge on that Slaughter. The Shackle Shot latches him to the only tree in the jungle. We'll find Pylite Die as well. They shoot him down. 5 to 15 Secret. Oh no, 60 seconds on the sideline. MP. That was a fresh new Aghanims as well. So Madara puts the extra time on him and locks him away.
Oh, that was so smart from Finem and their teleportations. Like, yeah, they jump in with just 2 heroes. They teleport in the Chen from the shrine on the right-hand side. So they know that, you know, you force the enemies to retreat, and then you have Chen just kind of intercept the rest of them. Big plays, big coordination there from the Finem squad. Enigma's Black Hole needs to hit pretty hard here, and he needs to do it pretty quickly also, because this tower is not lasting long.
Yeah, there's a Blink Vacuum on Darkseer, so Black Holes are pretty impossible at this point. There's no way. Right?
At least Chen is out of creeps. No, he has actually a Mud Golem. So yeah, you can't even use your Black Hole and like leave Chen's creeps out of it because he has a way of interrupting it with Boulder.
But Finem are not gonna risk it without Aegis, so looks like Enigma will be getting more time to farm that BKB, and only thing that goes through BKB is that Reaper's Scythe. So I don't think Necro is gonna be too cut up about using that though. 25-second cooldown. Once he hits level 3, it's pretty manageable.
And Finem with all these Blink Daggers are very well equipped to just get random pickoffs on Secret. Like, they would love to have the Aegis, but I'm pretty sure they'll be okay just walking in with a 5v4 as well. Like, up towards top lane, mid-1, these type of plays they've been doing the entire time. And Finem at a certain point will be able to just collapse on these individual heroes, pick them off in a flash, and then get going with their push. So Secret, they are grouped up somewhat heavily on top lane. That is kind of risky.
Any big pick here will be big, and the Omni Slash goes on the Slaughter, but he tanks that Omni Slash up. So Secret gets an opening. Could get a kill. And then take some towers. Slaughter a little bit too hasty for his own good. But it's only 20 seconds of death timer because of his low level, so not the worst thing. Thug.
80-second window of
I think they're gonna black hole Dog. Yeah, they're gonna black hole him. Probably kill him off. There's Maleficent as well.
They should get him.
Yeah.
There we go. Those
They
are
know
the
he's
type of
not getting
pickoffs
those
that
big
Secret
black
really.
hole. Yeah.
Like I was talking about earlier, like if for whatever reason Finem are not able to crush into the tier 3s, then their game plan runs into a couple of issues. They're going to be a lot more pickoff reliant moving forward. And speaking of
Goodbye,
pickoff
Pi.
reliant, Pi might die.
Yeah, they got him. He's gonna get scythed. Oh, the life of
50
Pi.
seconds.
Life of Pi.
That's 50 seconds on the sidelines for the Shadow Demon. Like, those are the type of pickoffs that Finem can really always get to lead into an immediate push. It is going to get more difficult to find those pickoffs as Secret are more prone to 5-manning across the map in the future, but yeah, unfortunately for Finem, a pickoff should lead to an objective straight after if they have their Wind Ranger.
Oh. Dara now has that Blink Dagger, so extra mobility. MP gonna TP away from the Wind Ranger. No bashes available, so I must commend Secret for their ability to split farm the entire map in spite of being constantly pinned down by this aggression from Finem. Shadow Fiend is top net worth, so that tells you something for a team that's quote losing. He seems to be okay.
Not being punished by any Blink aggression just yet. Should be coming soon. But he has his Blink Dagger in order to prepare for that. He is fairly bulky as well. Plus, you know, with an MKB on the way, he's going to be able to shred through pretty much everyone on Finem. Wind Run no longer helps the Wind Ranger, so that's going to be a big item in that regard. He is able to just clear out the waves with 2 raises and then be on his way. So mid one is getting a lot of farm, but he's getting a lot of farm without actually showing his face in lane for an extended period of time. Like MP, on the other hand, he needs a lot more time to clear out creep waves, and that puts him at more risk.
Right now they're just waiting for Roshan, just posturing around the map, make sure the creep waves are pushed out decently enough before going for that Rosh.
Everyone out of this bottom lane. Finem are just trying to play a game of whack-a-mole here. If they do find themselves a kill, then the doors are wide open, but at this point, straight pushing, knowing that the Enigma has a Blink Dagger, probably they know that he has a BKB, or at least they should be expecting it soon. Yeah, you can't really afford to just bust up high ground anymore without a significant numbers advantage or Aegis cheese.
Quick crush on the Illusion's top. But yeah, that solo black hole was not punished there on Secret, and now the BKB is done for Keizu, so a big black hole could be in the future here for Secret's team fights.
So we're closing on that level 3 Omni Slash, which could do some serious work as well to Finem, depending on who they find. They just need the more extra bounces. Like, you gotta clear out those Chen creeps
smoke
also,
on
because
smoke
he has a lot of
action.
them.
There's a black hole. This could be Secret's turning point, but Finem are just going to Roshan with that smoke. They're gonna break with Madara. Madara's gonna be there. Oh no, Keizu breaks the smoke there with some plays, and now Darcia goes in with the vacuum wall. They get the crush as well. The Requiem is there. The black hole only locks down that Darcia, so the Darcia will fall, but that's a black hole on a Darcia. Madara now running away. They Reaper Scythe the Vengeful Spirit, and now the fight goes haywire. Thug is blinking around. The stun comes out from the Slaughter. He's chasing down MP. MP has the spin. He's gonna remove that. Amplify damage, so the vision is gone for now. They still have vision of the Shadow Fiend. They send up the Centaur Conqueror. Chen has a huge army. Necropho's going in there and balls to the wall. There's the crush to distract, and wow, that corrosive haze makes the Shadow Fiend really soft there. The Shrine is going to keep him up for now. Mid one will fall. Thug low as well. The Omni Slash goes onto the Chen. Is their life saved? Yes, their life is saved. MP gonna be very frustrated with that Chen save. Keizu gonna run away from this Slaughter. He's amplified up. I don't think he's gonna be able to run. And all his running has done is given them time to recharge their Reaper Scythe. So he's gonna go down for 80 seconds.
Oh, MP mid.
Oh no! In the middle lane as well. Got that corrosive haze on him. Nope. He's got some tankiness in there. Is he gonna get out? No, he will not. Yeah. Thug will put another 3 arrows into his head. And down he goes. 4 heroes lost to Secret. That black hole was pretty much used out of reaction there to the Darkseer combo. Did get 1 kill, but that was it. And, that does not bode well for Secret.
That was such a monstrous. Oh, we're not done.
Oh, disruption saves though. Pylai Die saves his buddy's life. Puppy stuns up the Darkseer. This Darkseer very tanky with the Guardian Greaves. Gonna run away. The buyback's all coming out here for Secret. They really want to get a kill. A crit here from the Illusion almost takes out the Darkseer, but the sandbag happens and at Finem.
That fight was with that one. All Skylark. Like that vacuum wall, it hit onto everyone, right? So you do a lot of damage, you get a lot of illusions, that's fine. It forced Secret to panic, especially this Enigma, because when you get hit with that vacuum wall, you can expect shit to hit the fan immediately afterwards with a Blink Crush and everything like that. Like everyone's going to be jumping in with their ultimates. The Enigma dropped his black hole immediately. The Shadow immediately immediately BKB'd and Requiem'd. So yeah, they just dropped everything, expecting Finem to come in force, but Finem really only committed the Darkseer into that initiation. The Slaughter blinked in, crushed, and then sprinted away. Like he didn't want any part of that. So Secret burns their entire payload on like 1 hero, 1.5 heroes, and then everyone else from Finem, they were safely out of range, just waiting for all those spells to complete their cast animations. Finem just run everyone down, and Secret at least hold their Raxes. Like that was a huge fight in favor of the Dire. Like the items that they're going to be getting now are terrifying. Shiva's Guard from the Necrophos, got BKB coming up on the Wind Ranger. That's all well and good, but Secret still hold their base. Like it is still intact. They have another black hole. It's still possible for them to rally.
Yeah, the secondary fight as well at the Radiant Shrine was also won by the Necrophos. He just blinked in to distract all of them. Like, oh wow, a Necrophos is being that aggressive. You know, that 1-2 second of delay. And then the Slaughter goes behind to stun someone up. Keizu has the black hole. He lands on 3 though. The Hand of God will come out. It's a big black hole. It's going to do quite a bit of damage. Fuck. Going to drop really low, but not low enough. The black hole is there. They will check Roshan. Secret snatches it. That is a big one to get. I'm surprised Finem let that one happen. They just walk right into that one. Keizu finally getting a good black hole. They do not lose any lives though at Finem. But mid one, with that high net worth, really happy to keep that Aegis in his pocket.
And that's the BKB Enigma black hole down. It does get them a double life on mid one. And that's all well and good, but I don't know. Having no black hole and no BKB on this Enigma may just be good enough for Finem to walk up the high ground anyway. Like, they are dealing with the Shadow Fiend and the Juggernaut pretty well. The only thing they have to worry about is positioning versus the Enigma, except when the black hole is down. They don't have to worry about it then, obviously. So the doors are still kind of open for Finem. Now, going in is going to be incredibly bold. Given how these fights went, they probably have the luxury of falling back, cleaning up these BKBs and whatnot, and then waiting for your next set of pickoffs after the Aegis times out. They can do that, but Secrets, it looks like they're not going to have to deal with any push right now. Finem are still working with a ton of items.
My thrift rewarded.
But Secret are slowly clawing back into this game, and this is kind of the mark of an experienced team. They may lose early game. You know, if you watch teams like DC, you know, they may lose early game, but the decision making, their constant ability to throw back old MP is exposed right now, but they go down to the south there with that, and that Reaper Scythe takes out Pylai Die, the offending support. Puppy in trouble as well, might take down to that, might take down to the heel. A right click here, beyond godlike Madara, if you haven't noticed. Thug taking quite a fair bit of damage here from that MKB Shadow Fiend. They're ignoring mid one right now, the proper approach to the team fight, because he does have that Aegis. And now MP gonna get shackled to the the tree on the low ground. Gets popped. Gonna be very low here. Tries to spin away. And with that scythe, goes down for 100 seconds. And mid one trapped himself on the high ground. And with Aegis, you respawn on that high ground. This guy does not have a Blink Dagger. He has Hurricane Pike in 2 seconds. He is going to have to try and run this illusion. Chopping away at him. There is no way he escapes this, right? Slaughter is there. They deploy the Requiem of Souls. Skylark backs him back in. Mid one's little boo-boo might have cost him his life, but oh no, the Shroud got himself killed. But mid one once again as the Shadow Fiend, the raid boss, taking a lot of people down with him. Keizu has the BKB. Really does want to use that to run away, but maybe next time he's alone, by the way. So
MNT Star Sense? No, okay, he's just gonna fall back. The Necrophos was literally 1 second away from using a Scythe in the Shadow Fiend, which may have ended up killing him because of the Death Requiem anyway. But oh, MNT, top lane, getting initiated upon.
Yeah, he has a 4-star. Yeah, not getting out of there. The medallion, see that he goes down. But that's the Aegis down. Finem are a really aggressive team. Fighting into
MNT
Aegis.
just sticking around for a little bit too long there. That was 100 seconds with no Juggernaut. But because Secret were able to hold the line with that Shadow Fiend and his double life, they have actually managed to smooth that curve over. Although Puppy...
Rip highlight die.
Oh, Pi.
Stomp.
Yeah, Pylai dies there again. Classic Pylai die plays.
Yeah, you have to note that Thug got a lot of very close shaves. Some of them thanks to Chen, some of them thanks to dumb luck, you know. He has a lot of times where mid one was one shot from killing him and he just ran up into the fog. Very fortunate.
They're going to take out the last of the shrines as well. There is no huge timing here for Finem. They might be able to just take a straight head-on engagement because of how strong they are with their items and whatnot. But they would really like to get a pick-off at this stage if they're looking for a high ground push. Buyback status, we know that Juggernaut doesn't have one. 37 seconds, 1,000 gold, he might be able to scrape it together. Enigma also has expent his. So this is somewhat of an opening for Finem if someone on Secret gets a little bit careless.
Yeah. Right now, Dogs here. Working towards a Scythe of Vice. I think that Insta-Hex would be really good. Especially when you're playing Necrophos, where Burst is the name of the game. A Blink Hex. Something you really want. Oh, the Dogs here
Mid
is
one.
there.
Speaking of careless. Nope.
They don't have
No big
Necro
deal.
there to lock them down. And of course, Paladin
Necro
is
doesn't even
there.
have travels.
Paladin will be around to disrupt. So Finem allow that black hole to come off cooldown again. Shadow Blade for
And-
Slaughter. Oh, juicy.
It looks like we're far enough into this kind of downtime of buybacks cooling down and stuff like that that Finem are just going to cool their jets and probably wait out for another Roche. If Skylar can keep landing these vacuum walls, then it's looking pretty good for Finem to just keep winning fights, fight after fight, really. Like, he's constantly getting illusions of the Juggernaut and the Shadow Fiend, who admittedly don't have the most stat build-up, so their illusions aren't hitting that hard, but he is getting a lot of illusion value in this game, and he's providing a nice solid wall for the Wind Ranger and the Necrophos to hide behind.
Huh? Well, the Slaughter, once he gets that Shadow Blade, we'll see if it pays off. Sneak up on someone to pick them, would be a big deal. Frost Ogre will be among those smoked up heroes. Pylai Dice
I see
sees
him.
one. What is a Chen? Do you want to go for a Chen? There's a swap. Yep, Spartan in trouble. They're gonna swap him in, but there's the heal immediately. The vacuum wall again. Keizu gets himself blocked there. He didn't BKB in time. The disruption for Pylai there very quick. Keeps his buddy alive, but Shadow Fiend is out already. Thug shooting him down. Keizu forgetting his BKB, cost him his black hole, and now he has the BKB to run. 80 seconds on the sidelines there for that Shadow Fiend is bad news for Secret because Thug is giving chase, and so is that Slaughter. He's going in, slams on Puppy, even stuns up Enigma as a result. Puppy in trouble, but now the Omni Slash goes out. The Ghost Shroud is going to tank a lot of that slash, but MP is in a lot of trouble. The Reaper's Sight will stop him for a second. The vacuum is there, pulls Puppy back in. The Shiva's Guard tags up MP. There's Madara again with the aggressive jump forward, but Thug kills off the Juggernaut, and this time he doesn't have buyback. Pylai die. Crush, the last one around, just to watch his teammates die. They still have Puppy to catch, and he doesn't have TP. Puppy, 50 seconds on that TP timer, and there you go. Corrosive Haze and all that stuff. Madara will steal that kill and get that regen going. Crazy fight for Finem.
50 seconds with no Juggernaut. That whiff of the black hole from Keizu, incredibly costly. I think it would have caught 2 heroes at least. Seems like the Necrophos was stuck in the middle of that as well. So yeah, just eliminating the black hole threat right from the get-go. Thug living up to his name, just never ever done against this Wind Ranger. Some clutch escapes with Force Staffs while not having a Force Staff herself. So, I mean, Thug is living, but it is doing no small part to her having just great allies, Skylark, MNT with their Force Staffs, paying attention to the status of their Wind Ranger. They know that she's doing most of the consistent damage in these engagements. Take down the mid set of Raxes and fall back. Very happy with that result. Buybacks, yeah, not available there for Secret.
Yeah,
But Skylark's walls, though. Skylark has always been there to start fights, and it seems like Secret is constantly walking into it.
Yeah, very well done from the Ducks here, as well as Slaughter. I think the both of them just work really well together. Overall, Finem are gelling together as a squad, and really pushing Secret to the limits of their draft. Secret are still holding on, which is a testament to how good their team discipline is. You know, they've only lost a set of Rexes after that disastrous fight. Okay, not out of this just yet.
A set of Raxes when you have a Shadow Fiend and a Maelstrom Juggernaut isn't really a big deal. Like, they can clear out those super creeps pretty quickly. It is one step closer for Finem towards the Mega Creeps, which I still think Secret may be able to handle for some period of time. So it's still not the end of the world should that be the case. But, I mean, hey, Raxes are Raxes, right? Like, Finem are going to work with that extra map presence because mid lane's going to be typically more pushed in towards the Radiant. Try to get more of those pickoffs.
Yeah, MKB for the Windrunner. Wow. Now her damage is going to start to be... Well, I already say... I think it's already really powerful, but now it's even stronger. Slaughter just makes Windrunner's targets really, really squishy. A double damage is here, so MP, if he picks this one up, could go for a quick snipe on that. Will purge him? Nope, tries to purge it. MP will spin to prevent the purge on that double damage, allowing them to secure this very quick Roshan. Holy crap, Roshan. But now Skylark is here. He's gonna ruin their days. They're a vacuum. He backs the sidelines though. The Who Stomp goes in. There's gonna be a black hole again. Keisu finds it. Thug is going down. They lose the Wind Ranger and he doesn't have buyback. 80 seconds without buyback. How does he not have buyback? Did he buy already?
MKB.
Yeah, well, he bought an MKB, so he doesn't have buyback. I don't know if they noticed, but that's an Aegis and no buyback. The double damage rune could have won Secret the game, and a very quick reaction there from MP to spin before the purge creep got to him, and dodging that double damage purge off, and now he's gonna take that tier 2. I think they might be able to repay the favor in Rexus here at Finem. A really risky situation here. The Reaper's Scythe goes out. Not going to be catching him in time. They two-shot the Chen. He doesn't have buyback as well. At Finem's over-aggression might have just cost them the game here.
Madara has Sheepstick. He just decided not to Sheepstick the Juggernaut, and Juggernaut went up the high ground with the spin to keep himself safe.
Oh no, Puppy! Takes out the Slaughter, and I think they lost. They just lost. No buybacks on 3. And these are hard-hitting heroes. Secret, once they bang on this for a little bit more, they'll realize that Finem have no buybacks. So they lose at least 2 sides of Rexes here. Windrunner's coming back.
Still.
Yeah, Windrunner's coming back.
They won't face up against Megas right now, but Secrets...
What happened?
I think they could still go for it with no Slaughter to worry about.
Yeah.
They're not going to risk it, though. They're just going to go up through the top lane, go for Megas.
Top lane's pushed out a decent bit, though. But there's a refresher now on Keizu and a Shadow Blade. So he's looking for a little sneaky. Black hole into Shadow Blade. Does it work? I think it works that way. Gonna be invisible while channeling the black hole. So more troubles.
And in that last fight, we saw a wall from Skylark that targeted mostly supports.
Yeah, I thought
they had vision with the power shot. Like, they could have been able to vacuum back the Shadow Fiend and the Juggernaut, put the wall right into the Roche pit, and put Secret into a really awkward decision there. But going for the supports and separating each other with the Slaughter going into the Roche pit by himself, really that play into the Roche pit from Adfinem just didn't seem as coordinated as they were playing before.
Yeah. It's starting to wear on them. Secret just capitalizing on mistakes, and if you look at the graph, they were almost 10,000 behind, and now they're crushing. Secret might have just earned their spot, that qualifier spot.
I don't think this guarantees them. They still have
not,
one more match.
Not guarantee them, yeah, but at least it puts them further ahead of the competition.
Yeah.
Because Finem was actually in the run for the slot as well. But
They still are.
If they're 0-2 here, it's gonna hurt their chances a lot.
Finem are not looking that great here. It is still very possible with a Blink Sheep available on the Necrophos. Shackle Shot is just one of those spells that can turn things around. And of course, it's Crush Wall. Like, they have all the tools that they need. They just need Secret to be a little bit careless. But look at Keizu's positioning. Like, he knows how valuable he is to the team. Just stay in the back. At this point with 2 black holes, you can afford to just black hole for Thug. And if you can guarantee that kill, force the buyback. Or if he doesn't have buyback, you just win the game.
He doesn't have buyback. And
he doesn't have buyback.
Enigma has Shadow Blade, so it's going to be tricky.
Shadow Fiend illusion spam. These don't do a lot of damage because Shadow Fiend is built up a lot of flat items and not stat items.
Slaughter is still hiding there with the Invis. They want to go there. They want to go in, catch them off guard. But what are you gonna do? Mid one has an Aegis, and he has a Pocket Daedalus as well that he can't use.
Can't use the Daedalus.
Swap out on Chan. 2 shots him. Dropping low. Forced to immediately use it. The Dagonil will take out Puppy. Here comes Keizu. Drops the black hole. Madara is caught. And so is the Darkseer. The Requiem right on top of them. The Darkseer is out of buybacks. But the Necrophos does have it. Puppy is down for 70 seconds. And Thug gonna catch out mid one gonna get disrupted there by Pylai Die. Can always count on their handy Shadow Demon to bail you out of situations, but there's your Shadow Fiend going to buy back again, but here comes the second black hole! They didn't see this one coming and they all get grabbed up and Spartan calls GG. They know it's over. So is Keizu. Well, that hidden black hole lands on them. The Shadow Blade to walk in, the second BKB black hole. They sealed the deal there. Nice team play from Secret. They earned the second game and will score themselves a 2-0 over at Finem. Definitely a good feeling to have.
Now, in a vast majority of these games that we've been covering, you could point to like one moment or like one draft issue that was really the losing problem for the losing team. I don't even know what that was here. Like at Finem's Roche fight, maybe, but that double damage rune spawn and Secret's positioning in that Roche fight and Finem, the fact that they split up their heroes in that scenario, they were playing pretty well up till that point, but Secret, just with that Roche, with the Aegis Cheese double damage combo, that is a little bit too backbreaking for Finem. They did play pretty well through the vast majority of this, though, so I would expect some good results from their last set, but they also need Secret to lose some games, and if Secret keep playing like this restrained, this safe, it's gonna be hard for them to lose any their last match.
Yeah, Secret exhibited some of the traits of those top teams, being able to play level-headed Dota even when they're severely behind at the start, and it just goes to show that a good team fight lineup with high ground defending can punish even the best of early games. So Team Secret, well done. They earned this 2-0. Are they out of games to play? Is that it?
No, both have one more.
Okay, so they have one more. Let me check the games
but
tomorrow.
The Finem need to 2-0 and need Secret to 0-2.
Yeah. Alright, so Secret, they play Vega tomorrow, and that is actually a decent matchup for them. Vega, a little bit shaky as of late. I would say Secret have an advantage. And Finem play Alliance tomorrow, and that is always going to be a kind of a wild card. We're going to see some Loda. We're going to see some Finem versus Loda, and I'm looking forward to that. So that's tomorrow. 2 more best of 2s. And then we're going to wrap up the Star Series Season 3 EU qualifiers. But yeah, any closing words? Or was that whole spiel it?
No, I mean, that was pretty much it. Secret played very well considering how the tempo went so deeply towards Finem's side in the mid-game. Real great play from Secret.
Alright, so that's going to be that. Team Secret 2-0 Finem, and well, good Could say it was surprising. Could say it was a good play. Overall, a excellent game. And thank you, Mike, for joining me. You will be back tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow for the last 4 games of the qualifiers, and then we'll be done. But you've been watching the Star Series Season 3. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for putting up with some of the delays as well. And we appreciate all your support. See you guys tomorrow. Thank you. Good night.